What is happening? What on earth? It's Monday. Our episodes usually come out on Thursday. Oh, it's another bonus special surprise What's Going On episode. What we have for you this Monday is the practice session for Jack Jackson that we recorded before the live event. It's a completely different story, and basically it was just a way to find out if we were going to suck or not. So I hope you enjoy it. This is the case of the Terrorized Tenor, starring Jack Jackson and Wasting All the Time and Us and Things and Go, and start it now.
Inside of an opera house.
Okay.
Whatever that means to you, whatever your mind is imagining right now. Okay. You open a door in some side room, and then you see a
leprechaun.
That's the opera.
All right, leprechaun. Leprechaun.
Is that our household object?
No.
Yeah,
Pastries.
You guys.
yeah, leprechaun at the opera house. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're good to go. Jack Jackson. Jack.
It's time for an all-new Jack Jackson. Tonight, Jack Jackson takes on his toughest case yet. The case of the Terrorized Tenor. Sponsored by Peterson's Pastries. If you're not eating Peterson's, you'll probably die of food poisoning.
It had been a hard case. It wasn't one she even knew I was working yet. I promised Kitty I'd take her out to dinner, and I surprised her by taking her straight to the opera house to see the newest show here in Dark City, Leprechaunimus.
Oh, Jack, I've been looking so forward to this night. Do you like my hair?
Yeah, it's great. Real.
Do you like my coat?
It sure is a coat.
Do you like my shoes?
Yeah, not
Do you
not
like my
open-toed, but
nails?
yeah.
Do you like my lips?
They're on your face.
Do you like them now that they're closer to you?
Okay, let's dial it back, Kitty.
Now seating.
Tickets, please. Tickets.
I walked up to the ticket man and I pulled a set of tickets out of my coat pocket.
Oh,
That's right.
P.I. Jackson.
Complimentary tickets from the mayor for solving the case of the missing mayor.
Figured out, didn't think you could afford these on your, self-paid salary.
Well, I won't have you talking to me like that, Schmitty.
Yeah, he's a good detective and he earns lots of money.
Sure.
He punched our tickets and then told us our row.
You're in A3 and A4.
Real close. That's right, we got the good seats, the mayor's box, right up at the front.
Yep, the box in front of the stage.
We had it
Real
down.
hard for everybody else to see. Oh, damn it, we're in C3 and 4. Not gonna be able to see anything.
We walked down the stairs headed towards the box. People milling about, taking their seats.
Oh, good evening. I see you're sitting next to me this evening. May I introduce myself?
Yes, of course.
My name is Froderick, and I am a major patron, which is why I sit in this box right in front, you see.
The gentleman was sitting next to his wife, a squirrely-looking woman. He himself had a monocle and a big, bushy mustache.
I was wondering, how did you get seats here? Because I see you're not in coattails.
Well...
He's a detective. He's Dark City's best detective, and he was awarded these by the mayor.
Oh, Froderick, he's a detective. Oh, great. I suppose there's some value in that, yes. Indeed.
The two squirreled over to their seats. We sat down in the seats right next to them, and the husband glared at me angrily. It wasn't long before the crowd was shushed. A hush fell over.
I took all the tickets, so everybody please be quiet, or else you won't be able to hear
All sit down.
the opera.
All sit down now.
All right, I'm getting ready to enjoy some live opera.
All aboard is going to the opera.
The curtain slowly started to rise. I couldn't help but move back and forth in my seat, excited.
Jack, you gotta stay still.
Sorry.
Frederick, they're those squeaky people again.
I didn't want to be considered a damn dirty squeaker. So I held nice and still. The curtains opened up and a single gentleman walked out with a long golden beard and a pointed hat with the horns on top like a Viking. He carried a sword and a buckler, and he stepped out on stage and he addressed the crowd.
13 years the leprechaun was raged, and I the last of my order.
This is my favorite part.
The curtain dropped.
I think I just pooped.
It was beautiful. $900 well spent.
Flash opera.
Oh, Jack, I love this more than opera.
No.
Oh!
There was a flash. The curtain stayed closed, but 3 holes appeared in it.
Was that the champagne?
I heard a thud from behind the curtain and a scream of pain.
That sounded painful.
Please, somebody to help me. Please.
Jack, we gotta go get him. Come on.
We jumped up out of our chairs and ran towards the stage, exiting the mayor's box. The crowd was in chaos.
Everybody look! That vagrant Jack Jackson's trying to flee the scene.
Please, I think someone has shot me with a gun type of thing.
I don't remember this part of the opera. Yes, I don't know either. No.
I jumped up on stage. Everybody remain calm.
Okay.
But that worked.
Somebody here has a gun and just shot this man. I pointed at the singer laying on the ground.
This is worse than that time they messed up in Tosca.
Don't worry, I'm a private detective.
So you probably have a gun, right?
I do, like this one. I pulled my gun out.
He shot him!
Well, hold on now. It's the 50s in America. We all have guns.
Oh, I forgot.
That's true. Mine's in my cane.
I brought 7. Yeehaw!
Sorry about that.
I love the opera.
USA!
USA!
Hey, that's
United States of America. United.
Viva Italia.
Okay, got it all wrapped up for you. That should feel better
Oh,
now.
that's much better, thank you. The hole in my diaphragm, you can barely see it now.
I'm glad I wore my extra long scarf today.
I looked down at the man. The size of the bullet holes in his wounds said to me that it came from the booths up above. I looked up there. I saw somebody hiding in the darkness. They quickly moved and then were gone. Everybody, again, remain calm. The things are under control. Just stay in your seats and wait for Act 2. There was also a crow there.
Sorry. My crow. I brought it to the opera. Yeah. Quiet. Yeah, no, we're good. They don't have any worms.
I hated the damn crow guy. He's horrible.
Me and Kitty made our way to the backstage. The techies back there were all real tense. They didn't know whether to make the show go on or to wait until
Please, sir, what is happening?
Don't you worry, techie. We'll make things all okay. You just keep those squeakers out there real quiet, you
Mr.
see?
American, if you were not American and you knew what that meant in my home language, I would kill you where you stand.
Oh, I'm definitely American. You can see because I have this gun.
Excuse me, you look like you're in charge. Oh, did you mean to do that?
Yep.
I'm holding on to this rope and it's got all kinds of sandbags up there. If I let go, someone could get hurt. You look like you're in charge. Should I hold on?
Yeah, you should definitely hang on to those sandbags.
Okay. That's what you pay me for.
Yep, it's funny that they don't just tie that to something.
Not when a union man can do it.
Me and Kitty made our way through the back and up to the back staircase that led up to the second floor where the booth seats were. I wanted to get a better look at where the gun was fired from. I walked on to the landing. There wasn't a lot of people up here. Looks like this area didn't get sold out like the rest of the opera. Walked over. Sorry. Walked over to the spot where I saw the person there, but then I noticed something strange. There was a gun on the ground. 3 shell casings. Kitty, do you think this is the weapon?
I don't know, Jack. It doesn't look like the kind of gun that could shoot that far.
You're right. The range does look short on this guy. It's odd that this would be left here if somebody thought that this would shoot this far. Say, why don't you go down and get me that ticket taker and we can find out who was sitting in this spot.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait here. It took a little while for Kitty to go get him. During that time, somebody walked out of the chairs and came over to talk to me.
Yes, Mr. Jackson. Yes, well, I understand you are a detective.
That's right.
It does appear that there has been a murder.
Well, not yet.
I'm over here.
Just an assault at this time.
Yeah.
Murder's still on the table, though.
You can barely see the holes.
Yes.
And this scarf is very fine workmanship.
The opera singer yelled from the stage downstairs.
It was a very near thing, and reputation is everything.
Right.
I single-handedly helped support this opera company, and I'd very much like it if you could keep this hush-hush.
Well, I'll see what I can do. You don't happen to think that somebody might shoot your opera singer down there to maybe put a bad mark on your name, do ya?
Well, it could be. There are rival opera companies.
Yes, there's a large rival circuit of opera houses here in Dock City.
Oh, it gets nasty.
A knife struck him in the chest. He staggered. His monocle fell off.
Not that.
And then he fell off the balcony, falling down to the stands below.
I'm still falling.
Should damn these stadium seats! Should we catch him or... We have enough time.
He was dead.
Oh, no.
Dead before he hit the ground.
Does this make it a memorial endowment situation, or is it
His wife cradled him in his arms.
All right, Jackson. I try in the middle of giving...
I know, it's really sad,
In
bro.
the middle of giving refunds, I was called up by your assistant, and I find you up here with a gun on the ground. What do you want?
Say, Schmitty, you're the ticket taker here at the Opera House.
I'm the manager. I take the tickets because it's the most important job.
You're the manager, huh?
Shut your face.
So you didn't, then you wouldn't have you'd have a reason to do that. And I pointed down where the paramedics have already arrived, taking the dead patron out.
I would never, in a million years, kill Frederick. He has single-handedly fed my family, my staff, and everybody else I know. He's a giving man.
And well, now he's a dead man.
Come on!
Well, then I hope he had a well-written will so he can keep giving.
Well,
Have a drink. It's been a long night.
yeah, thanks.
Should we all remain calm still, or can we leave?
Everybody should probably leave at this point.
Okay, let's go. The audience started to make its way out.
Jackson,
Weirdest opera I've ever seen.
I can tell you right now that only one person purchased a balcony ticket for the entire night.
Is that so? $900 for the floor seats, balcony, didn't sell a single ticket. I
Well,
gotcha.
this is the first opera house that we've built here in Dock City. The acoustics aren't great.
It's a very competitive market.
You can't really hear anything up here, to be honest.
So, why don't you give me that name then? You better hurry before the cops arrive. I'd like to get as much info as I can.
Jackson, if I tell you this name in confidentiality and withhold it from the police, you have to guarantee me you're gonna catch this bastard.
I'll keep everything real hush-hush. It was his literal last words.
Well, it might look like a goose chase because it's your biggest rival, Emerald. He's the only person who purchased a ticket for the balcony this evening.
Emerald Keaton, huh?
I've never met him in person, but he seemed a fine fellow.
Emerald Keaton was my detective rival. We'd gone on and off, back and forth. He'd always chased the same cases as me.
Everything I'd heard about him, I thought he was the best detective in all of Dark City.
That's what his belt buckle says.
That is what my belt buckle says.
It was him. The doors flew open and swung behind him.
Oh boy, Emerald, you're so cool. I'm glad you're taking me on as your ward.
A hot babe was on his arm.
I'm your ward and hot babe.
Hold on, Jackson.
Hot babe.
Hey, it's okay.
Hold on, Jackson. Belt buckle. The Emerald Keaton who asked for a ticket from me wasn't wearing a belt at all.
That doesn't sound like this Emerald.
My Emerald always leaves his belt buckle on, even when he showers
So
and
it was a
bathes.
fake Emerald. There was somebody impersonating Emerald, trying to get his bad reputation going. Even though Emerald's a really good detective, and nobody should say anything bad about Emerald because he's good and he's handsome.
I've heard he's the
smart,
best.
And he's
I've heard that too.
He's really good at Sudoku.
Right, whatever.
Jack, I haven't taken off this belt in 20 years.
Not ever since it was given to you by the mayor at that time. For solving the case of the... Oh, okay. Here we go.
On behalf of Dark City, its city council, and all of the other assembly members,
We announce the mayor!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming out.
Sit down! Sit down now!
Very good. Thank you very much for that.
Mayor McDonald, it's quite an honor to be getting this award.
Yes, detective. Well, you've earned every bit of this small gramophone-shaped piece of metal that we have to you.
I always wondered why it was gramophone-shaped belt buckle.
It's hard to believe I was only 12 at the time. And that Mayor McDonald was the only mayor that we had that was not corrupt in any way.
Didn't become evil or die.
those were the good old days.
Well, Emerald, it looks like somebody's trying to frame you, and they got me mixed up into it.
I don't like people taking my family name, Jack.
Right.
I'm the only one in this town allowed to have the name Emerald Keaton. It was an agreement I had with the mayor.
I seem to remember that.
on behalf of the entire city of Dark City, and the city council and the assembly,
We announce
Quite
the mayor!
Detective Keating, you're it. No one else can use that name.
Thank you, Mayor.
Sit down! Yeah, I remember that too. Anyway, we should probably progress this story. So,
Jack, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm gonna go sit in the car, okay?
Emerald, this is Jack Jackson, right? You always talk about him. He doesn't seem like even 1/3 of the detective you are, Emerald.
You shut your mouth. He's at least a fourth. If not a little bit more. Doesn't have a belt buckle at least.
No, he doesn't.
I never did get that belt buckle. The mayor turned out to be a Nazi before that happened.
The only non-corrupt mayor we've ever had turned out to be a Nazi. Probably the best mayor we've ever had.
Yep.
I say, Detective Emerald,
Yes, sir.
how can you be here when I thought that I saw you going out the back door about 15 minutes ago?
I was chasing him down.
15 minutes ago, that was about the time that knife hit that man right there. We've been
Luckily-
standing here remembering things for a little while.
Oh, hot babe! Oh no, hot babe!
Emerald,
Babe, no, babe!
it seems I am not one for this world because I was not given a real name.
We looked over at the stage. Somebody moved through the curtains.
Damn it, Jack, this just got sort of personal. I almost knew her name.
You stay here. Try to save her if you can. Kitty's just headed outside, so I guess I'm gonna go chase after this Emerald wannabe who's trying to frame you for murder.
I'll be doing CPR on her face till she comes around.
I jumped down the balcony. Ha! I rolled. Running over the seats.
Stadium seats!
Running over the seats, I jumped and rolled onto the stage. Getting a one-up.
That gives me an idea. Sketch.
Oh, okay. I threw the curtains open. The back doors were swinging. Somebody dressed just like Emerald was running out into the street. I ran past some techies. One guy holding a rope. I bumped him by accident. Whoa, Lord, let go!
You'll never catch me, Jack. Emerald Keaton.
I ran outside.
My name is Emerald Keaton.
His car was flooring it down the street.
Jack, get in!
Kitty pulled the car around. Somebody was in the sidecar with her.
Hello, Mr. Jackson. It's very nice to be in the chase like this. It's exciting. It's like the opera, the German one, by the Nazi guy.
I told him he could come in, Jack. He insisted. He wouldn't take no for an answer.
We were flooring it down the road. The opera singer of Leprechauna in the front seat. The fake Emerald just ahead of us. He took some hard turns, but we kept up with him. He smashed through some crates driving through an alley.
Would either of you like a pastry?
Oh, Peterson's pastry. That's beautiful.
A Peterson's pastry. Hang on, stop the car. We can't drive like this with Peterson's pastries.
I find that any time I eat a Peterson's pastry, I immediately come to the right conclusion of whatever's going on.
Hey, did you stop the car to eat a Peterson's pastry? Let me get some of that.
Peterson's pastries.
I just like my mother used to make back in Italia.
I may have been run over by a car and my crate's destroyed, but at least I can take solace in the fact that I get to die with a Peterson's pastry in my mouth.
Peterson's pastries, I always break out in hives, but I love them.
That's better than eating one of those commie pastries that give you cancer.
I took a bite of the Peterson's pastries. It's smooth, buttery taste filled all my senses.
My favorite part is that there's no real flavor besides butter.
Mr. Jackson, this is the best pastry party you ever. Thanks for throwing it.
We were doing something, weren't we?
Yeah, that's right. We floored the car and drove out of the alley.
Get out of the way!
We were way behind now. Just kind of driving around town looking for signs of the fake Emerald. I thought back to what I'd learned so far. The patron wanted this quiet. He ended up dead. A gun that couldn't have the range set right in the seat that was bought by Emerald, and Emerald showed up. So somebody wanted to kill this Italian guy ahead of me. We got to the end of the docks. The car was stopped there. Oh, we didn't crash.
We've been practicing.
We stopped again, just to make sure.
So is this like how it usually goes? Like you drive the car a little bit, then stop.
Yeah, we start again just to make sure. Yeah, it's an American thing.
Okay.
We stepped out of the car. The fake Emerald's car was at the end of the docks.
Hey, look, that's a fellow's car up there.
I think that's the guy who shot you, friend.
Really?
Yeah.
How is your wound doing, by the way? You seem pretty like you're doing well now.
It's very painful, but not bleeding so much now. You can see.
Oh, that's good.
I started walking towards the fake Emerald's car. I pulled my 6-shooter out of my shoulder holster.
Viking battle axes, 5 cents. Viking battle axes, like in stage.
I'll take
Ah,
one.
yes, of course. The famous Dock City Viking battle axe salesman. One on every corner here.
I'll take one.
All right, go ahead and fight with it.
Oh, I'm just gonna carry it.
Battle canoe! Get your Viking battle canoe! Have a bunch of Vikings on a canoe to do battle with. A battle canoe!
Viking crows, get your Viking crows here. Can't do battle without a Viking crow to carry your soul to the underworld.
We started heading towards the end of the dock. Whoa!
My battle canoe!
My axe is fine.
The car exploded, and with it, the fake emerald. Damn, my only lead. I turned.
Well, I guess we need to just put this whole thing to bed now, eh?
Yeah, it looks like.
I guess it's all over. You can't find. He's already dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Justice is served. I feel better about everything, really, myself.
But a man just died. You can't just clean that up.
Say. Well, I never caught your name.
Oh, it's Enrico.
Enrico.
Enrico Carbureto.
Enrico Carburetor.
No. Enrico Carbureto.
Oh, yeah, Carburetor. All right.
Retor.
Si.
Say,
famous Familia di Carbureto.
Yeah, the Familia di Carburetor. I've heard of your family. They didn't happen to have anything, to do with the recent signing of the will of the gentleman who sat next to us.
Oh, no. My brother and my sister, they both studied law, but it's only Italian law.
Yeah,
it doesn't count.
It doesn't translate, right?
No,
it wouldn't happen to have anything to do with the fact that you now are the legal inheritor of all of his revenue and everything that has to do with the theater, would it?
Oh, really?
And of course, I wouldn't have any reason to.
I'm so surprised and charmed by this.
I wouldn't have any reason to suspect that because obviously you're not a suspect because you got shot by the very man.
Exactly,
Yeah.
someone has shot me.
Yeah, right there. That big wound, that big red wound.
Yeah, the big wound with the scarf over.
Yeah, right.
See.
I think the jig might be up.
It was her. Hot girl. Or hot babe.
Hot babe, thank you very much.
She walked up, tossed her hair. Enrico took off his fake blonde beard and Viking hat.
All right, so you got me.
I should have known.
Yep.
Tony Baloney.
The very same.
I'll take my scarf back, thank you.
And that means that you're... And I grabbed the hot babe's wig.
Hot baloney. My actual hair, ow! You pig! You fucking pig!
I realized it after I had made out with her for 20 minutes that she wasn't actually dying at all, Jack.
Right.
Your scarf really is well made, by the way.
It's I am a little curious why you made out with her for 20 minutes when you thought she was dying.
She's super hot.
That was the best acting I ever had to do. Pretend to be dead while that man's face was on my face.
Well, Jackson, I drove Emerald down here, and I'm afraid that he's figured it all out before you even could. He is the best detective in Dock City, after all.
That's what my belt buckles and the little aglets on my shoes say.
Damn it,
I remember when the mayor gave you those. Everybody assemble! Go time! All right. Okay.
Sit down!
For some reason...
Remember the rule of three!
For some reason, we've got these anklet things in the back. That's the thing that goes on your ankle. I don't know. But we ran out of other trophies in the back room, so you can have these, I guess, today.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Can I get those aglets too? The things that go on the end of your shoelaces?
Yeah, sure, I guess we
Awesome.
can do those too.
And I haven't taken those anklets and aglets off in 20 years.
Emerald, you beautiful, egotistical son of a bitch. I knew the only way to kill you, to truly kill you, wasn't to kill you, but to ruin your reputation.
It's like I didn't even need to be here.
And of course, since the will had just recently been contracted to give all of the money to
Tony Baloney. Yeah, me. That's the guy who gets the money, right?
Well, hang on.
I mean, that's still in the will.
Wait
The
one
will
second,
says-
Tony Baloney. I believe the will says.
The will says it's going to be given to Federico Collaborato. But that person doesn't exist. So, it just goes to Mr.
I swear to fucking God if you say Emerald.
No, it goes to the next of kin of the guy. Oh man.
It's the ghost of Froderick.
Yes! Froderick's next.
I have lots of children.
It goes
Avenge me.
It goes to the Froderick Fen.
And I happen to be one of those children before I married Tony Baloney.
She's hot and she's right.
I'm a double whammy, baby.
Wait! You told me not to put my real name in the will. You played me from the beginning on this.
So what if I did? The only way a girl can survive in this hard, hot world is to get ahead of everyone else. And now that you discovered me out, I think I'm gonna have to kill all of you.
Well, she started walking off the dock, and she pulled a detonator from under her skirt.
Not so fast. It just so happens that I had a nickel on me. Battle axe!
He jumped at her, waving the battle axe above his head. Smitty the ticket taker. He brought it down, swinging right at her. Quietly. He parried and sent the detonator sailing through the air. Tony Baloney reaching for it.
I got it!
And that's how it happened, Mayor.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Congratulations, you solved the case of what was the case? Abe, what was the case?
It was the opera.
Yeah, you solved the case of the opera or something.
Right. Is there anything that you might want to announce or give me for solving this case, maybe?
What do we got?
Okay. Okay.
No!
And the case of the Terrorized Tenor. Sponsored by Peterson's Pastries. Other pastries are full of E. coli. Tune in next week when Jack takes on his toughest case yet.
Oh, that was good.
So, there you have it. The Terrorized Tenor was not quite so terrorized after all. Or something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Once again, please go check out the Comedy Sportz that goes on at the Comedy Sportz Theater. You can find out about it by going to Comedy Sportz with a Z at the end, Sacramento.com. They have shows most every Friday and Saturday night. If you liked what you heard here today and you want to hear more of it, well, then I have some good news for you because the folks at Jack Jackson have started their own podcast, Jack Jackson Noir Podcast. You can check it out on iTunes and probably other places that have podcasts. And until Thursday, thanks for listening. My name's Dave, and John says good night, but that's John. If you enjoyed the show, then leave us a rating and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or anywhere that lets you put in a review. You can call or text the show at area code 916-235-3337. If you'd like to interact with us in any other way, then www.wastingallthetime.com would be a great place to start. There you can submit listener-suggested scenes and questiones, you can buy your own copy of the Fruit Words card game, you can read blog posts from Ted and the guys, and a whole lot more. So check it out at wastingallthetime.com. With her, but say my name, så stämmer mig egen hjälp.